So this was a beautiful presentation of senior song presented by School Code L. Now we come to an end of song competition. For judges for science, we have got with us Mr. Suresh Patel, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry from Hemvati Nandan Bahuguna Government PG College, Naini, Prayagraj. And Mr. Iftikhar Ahmad Ansari for Maths, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Hemvati Nandan Bahuguna Government PG College, Naini, Prayagraj. We welcome you, sir, in our premises today. Mr. Suresh Patel, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, has been selected as Food Safety Officer in UP through UPSC in 2018, JRF in Chemical Science, PhD from Lucknow University. For maths models, we have Dr. Iftikhar Ahmad Ansari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, JRF in Mathematical Science, DPhil from Allahabad University in Mathematics. The progress in science occurs as scientists discover more and more about the laws of nature. On the basis of their discoveries, they are able to explain more and more about how the universe functions. Greater ability to understand something leads to a greater ability to apply that knowledge, that is, to create technologies and predict outcomes, which leads to an expansion of scientists' territory of influence, enabling them to affect more and more people, places, and things. Everything has its own destiny. The seed becomes the tree, the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. Our destiny is the complete fulfillment and unshakable inner happiness that comes with full development of our consciousness, life in enlightenment. In this state, we are able to know anything, do anything, and achieve any great goal. Now we start the science exhibition junior wing. First presentation is from School Code M.
Okay.
Jai Gurudev everyone, myself Lavi Dubey standing here in front of you all to present my junior science model. The theme of my model is Smart Home. Today in this model, I am going to show you automatic gate with laser security alarm, water level detected, green alarm, solar panel energy conservation, and automatic day and night street lights. So first of all, I am going to show you automatic gate with laser security alarm. Automatic gate is used to control access into a secured area. Automatic gate are most commonly used at entrance to control vehicular access on and off site. In automatic automatic gate slides are used, which are mounted parallel to inside the fence and slides horizontal back and forth access the door opening. These slides get uses and the rollers on the bottom of the gate is there to support it. These rollers are typically made up of a long metal track with the help of motor along with the ground across the gate. Now, benefits of automatic gate: enhance security, expanded privacy. Safety gates have been significantly proven to reduce crime and other undesirable activity in the neighborhood. Now, laser security system. Laser-based security system is a type of alarm system and a protection system which uses laser light and a light sensor. It acts as a protection system for the homes, buildings, offices, etc. It also acts as a protection. It also acts as an automatic system. When an irregular activity comes in contact with laser light, it makes a noise or a sound. In this way, this laser security system works. Now, water level detector. Water level detector is a system that relays information back to control panel to indicate whether the body of a water has a low or a high water level. With the help of LED bulb and sensing wire, build up the circuit and attach it with the battery. Watch up the LED bulb when water level rises and loosen for the buzzer when the water level gets too high. Now, when water level will reach at 20%, red LED bulb will glow. When water level will reach at 50%, blue LED bulb will glow. When water level gets full, green LED bulb will glow and buzzer will activate it automatically. Now, rain alarm circuit. The rain alarm circuit is a rainwater sensor which is used to detect the presence of rainwater. When water droplets falls on the sensor, it creates a conducting path that will trigger the emit sensor series. And once the series will trigger, it will activate the alarm. Now, solar panel for energy conservation. As we know that solar energy relies purely on capturing sunlight from the sun and converting that energy into electricity for home. This means we are not producing any greenhouse gases or other harmful gases that will contribute to global warming, even though we are reducing carbon by 80% in a year and minimizing the pollution. Now, as we can see here, that when sunlight falls on the solar panel, street light will glow automatically. Now, automatic street light. Automatic street light helps in controlling the street light automatically and intelligently to reduce power consumption and minimizing fluctuating street light day and night. Day and night street light works when light falls on LDR. Switches will get off automatically in the morning and switches will get on automatically in the evening. Now, I want to correlate my project with MCD principle. Thought leads to action, action leads to achievement, and achievement leads to fulfillment. Thank you, Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
So this was a beautiful model of smart home, a requirement for everybody in today's world. Now we proceed towards the science exhibition senior group. In our daily life, we come across many mathematical and scientific ideas. Students are those who realize it and question why exhibitions provide platform for the students to use their knowledge and bring the best from their brains. It allows students to work together in groups and learn from each other. They share their ideas collectively, galvanize those ideas to bring something innovative in implementation, marks them future ready and of course learners for life. Now the next presentation, science exhibition senior group, comes from school code L.
Now presenting school code O for junior section.
Myself, I have made the project sewage treatment plant from junior section. This project main aims is that remove the contaminants from the water release from our home and make it dischargeable in the environment. This project work is as it is a primary sludge. In this sludge, the organic matter transferred to the in this tank storage tank. In the storage tank, the gas will be made and it will be usable for cooking and lighting. From this tank, the water will transfer to this tank. In this tank, the sediment particles will settle down and the water will transfer to this tank. In this tank, filtration process will occur and in this tank, many microorganisms settle down and the pure water will be transferred to the chlorination tank. In this tank, we will chlorinate the water and make it dischargeable to the river as well as irrigation and car washing. The different purpose of water is used. It can be used to irrigation after chlorination and washing car. Now, if any work is not, then we can also release to the river. By treating the water will not be pollute the environment as well as save the aquatic life.
Great explanation by school code O. We are living in rapidly evolving world where science plays a huge role in the development and changes that are taking place by the minutes. In fact, it is very important because it affects our future and the future of human race as well. So with this, presenting in the senior group, school code L.
With you. Myself, Prayagraj, and I am a student of class 10. I am representing school code L for senior science exhibition. My topic is the use of ambient light sensor in order to stop road accidents. As you all know that about 40% of road accidents are caused by sleep-deprived drivers. These drivers are very prone to falling asleep or slumber while on wheels. We have identified this problem and found a very innovative solution. So, our system uses an ambient light sensor that senses the light being reflected from the pupil of the eye. This light, when reflected, gives instruction to the system that follows suit. If the eyelids are closed and the pupil doesn't sense any more light, this causes the system to trigger a beep, which causes the driver to open his eyes. However, if it doesn't open his eyes, the system will cause the engine to go off. Now I'd like to do a practical demonstration. So I'd like to call my friend for this. So before we start the demonstration, I'd like to clear a very important point. So as you know that due to budget limitations, we are using this short range sensor that is very cheap in cost. However, this comes with very short range. That's why in order to keep it as close as possible to the eye, we are using these spectacles. However, the ambient light sensor that we plan to install on the windshield of the vehicle will have much more range and we will not need these glasses. For now, just for the representation purpose, we are using these glasses. These are not the part of the official mainstream system. So as you can see that while the driver As you can see, while the driver is driving, the vehicle is running very smoothly and the sensor is sensing the eyes. So please present it to the camera, Mr. So right now the driver is completely aware and he is asleep, he is awake. So that's why he is not getting any problem. However, in this case, I'll ask him to close his eyes. Close your eyes. So if he has closed his eyes, you can hear the speed going on. If he doesn't open his eyes for the time, this will cause the engine to go off. However, before getting off, the engine will send appropriate message to the given desired vehicles. Now he has opened his eyes and you can see that it has again started working. When he closes his eyes, it stops. This signal that you are seeing here will help the driver to attend the coming that are coming behind, accept and attend the condition of the vehicle. That's all for now. So we hope that our system will reduce the number of road accidents to about 90%. Now, if I like the government of India and the transport authority to pay some attention to our innovation, and I believe that it's a very new idea for such problem. Thank you.
So that was school code L. As quoting Albert Einstein, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Science has become an integral part of the modern world, without which the whole structure of the society risks a collapse. A science exhibition is an interface of science and society, and it contributes toward creating awareness about science as well as creating enthusiasm in students. With this, presenting school code M.
Jai Gurudev to all. Myself Anjali Mishra, standing before you to represent my senior science model. As we all know, sewage problem is one of the mammoth problems across the globe. Sewage overflow, which has attracted global attention, poses the serious threat to public health and ecosystem. Sewage overflow impacts public health via consumption of contaminated drinking water by disposal of solid waste, chemical waste, industrial waste, and domestic waste, etc. flowing in the water. We know that plastic waste, PVC waste, polythene waste, etc. are generally found in drain, which have either come via canal or have been directly dumped. This project is intended to remove solid waste entering the water bodies. Here, we provide a fully automated drain cleaning mechanism to tackle these drain jamming issues. The metal net attached to the arrangements blocks and prevents the flow of solid waste in the mainstream bodies. The machine uses pulley and belt to lift up the waste from heavy flow of water. It uses metal puller to pick up the waste and carries it via belt to conveyor belt in 3 seconds. The power required for the whole process is provided by a 12-volt DC motor. The motion of motor is reversed by using Arduino UNO. Here, we are controlling the DC motor with the help of Arduino and motor driver. Arduino works like a microcontroller to give command and install the program in Arduino board, which in turn perform the given command and provide output. Here, we are using a 12-volt DC motor since Arduino is not used under 12-volt. This 12-volt motor driver provides an adequate supply to the motors to rotate in to and fro direction. The programming of Arduino is based on C++ script. We have coded the microcontroller to rotate in forward direction for 3 seconds and reverse direction for 3 seconds. The conveyor belt is also running with the help of 12-volt DC motor. It moves continuously and carries the weight to west waste chamber. The water which is passed from the net is taken for filtration to make it fit for drinking purposes. The filtration process is done by passing the water through a thick layer of gravel and then to an activated layer of charcoal. Gravel catches a large piece of debris and charcoal works through the process of adsorption. Adsorption binds impurities chemically on the surface of charcoal filter, and for proper filtration, it is again passed through a layer of gravel. Further, the water is taken up by using motor pump and is transported to candle for filtration. In this way, the contaminated water is made useful and safe for drinking purposes. Further, the waste which is produced is taken and is dried up. Then the dried waste is taken to combustion chamber to produce energy. Here we have attached a heating panel which converts thermal energy into electrical energy. We know that burning of waste material generally releases carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc., which is then taken and is separated by using ammonical cuprous chloride. Further, the separated gases can also be used for various purposes, such as the carbon dioxide can be used for fire extinguisher and carbon monoxide can also be used for metal purification. In this way, we have disposed the waste completely, even without damaging our environment. The Maharishi principle related to our model is thoughts leads to action, action leads to achievement, and achievement leads to fulfillment. Thank you, Jai Gurudev.
Great explanation by school code M. The world of science exhibition is vast and highly competitive. It is the arena where sharpest of the scientific minds struggle to prove their mettle. The rewards are not only significant in the terms of cash prizes, but also in the values they add to our personality. With this, presenting to you the school code O.
My name is Pradeep Pandey, science stream student. As you all know that death rate is increasing day by day. Approximately 1.3 million people die each year due to road accident. it is very poor condition of the world, and it also affects economically in very bad way. So a thought comes in my mind that something to be made which is different, and it may reduce death rate due to accidents which is happening on the roads. So this is an ultrasonic car. Let's talk about its functioning. It is ultrasonic sensor. In this sensor, there is a transmitter and a receiver. Transmitter transmits the wave. If any obstacle comes in front of this vehicle, then the wave collide with it and bounce back and received by the receiver. Receiver sends signals through the ground pin and echo pin to the Arduino Uno in analog section. Analog section is that section in which the signals received by supersonic sensor. So the analog pin sends its signal to the motor board. Motor board is that board which drives the vehicle. It works on 12 volt. For this, we have taken 3 cells, each of 4 volt, combined in series. So the net equivalent voltage is become 12 volt. So now let's see its functioning. We have started the buttons. It will move forward. If that is the obstacle, it will go back, and now it turns as like this. Now again it will turn as coming. Again it will. So let's come on the conclusion. The main motive of this vehicle is to reduce death rate happening on the highway. If this technology installed in vehicles running on the highway road, then it will be more convenient to buy. It will also affect the environment in a good way. Our pollution level will decrease due to it is electricity car, and thank you.
So that was School Code O. Science exhibitions help students develop important research skills, which will continue to benefit them no matter what career they end up pursuing. The science exhibitions contribute to students' social development and presentation skills. With this, presenting School Code G.
Jagudev, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am a student of class 10 from class 10. Now, today I am standing here to describe our model, smart cities. Smart cities are technologically modern urban areas that uses different kinds of electronic methods and sensors to collect specific data. In smart cities, are responsible, interconnected, and stable. They are made up of 4 main components, and without all 4 components, you cannot have a smart city. A smart city is a destination given to incorporate information, ICT, to enhance the quality and performance of the urban services, such as energy, transportation, and wealth, such as energy. Now, features of this model: adequate water supply, efficient urban mobility and public transport, sanitation, including solid waste management, safe environmental conditions, and transportation optimized. Now, fancy model: this is a hospital. A hospital is an institute that is built by staff and equipped for the treatment, both medical and surgery. Now, next, this is a bank. A bank is a financial institution launched to receive deposits and make loans. And bank may also provide some financial services such as wealth management, currency exchange, and safe deposit boxes. Now, next, this is an airport. An airport is a place where airplanes can land and take off. Many airports have built for aircraft and hold passengers. Now next, this is a air purifier. An air purifier is a purified the air environmental conditions. And now next, this is a metro train. A metro train is a train that is especially run in metropolitan cities, and also run in local cities and suburban areas. At conclusion, the smart cities agenda improving living standard, quality of life, and growing economy, sustainable of the nations. Thank you.
So that was a beautiful smart city by School Code G. Mathematics model can help students to forecast their mathematical gifts in visual. They provide challenging opportunities to the children. Students can develop interesting mathematical models, and their demonstration value can make them more appealing. With this, for exhibition maths junior section, presenting School Code G.
Jai Gurudev, I am Anju Chaudhary from class 8. Today I am here to demonstrate the working model of polygon. First of all, what is polygon? A polygon is a plane shape, two-dimensional, with straight sides. Example includes triangle, quadrilaterals, and so on. There are different types of polygon. Let's see. Triangle. Triangle have 3 sides and also have 3 vertex. The interior angle of triangle is 60 degrees and the sum of interior angle of of triangle is 180 degree. Square. Square have 4 sides and also have 4 vertex. The interior angle of square is 90 degree and the sum of interior angle of square is 360 degree. Pentagon. Pentagon have 5 sides and also have 5 vertex. The interior angle of pentagon is 108 degree and the sum of interior angle of pentagon is 540 degree. Hexagon. Hexagon have 6 sides and also have 6 vertex. The interior angle of hexagon is 120 degree and the sum of interior angle of hexagon is 720 degree. Heptagon. Heptagon have 7 sides and also have 7 vertex. The interior angle of heptagon is 128.57 degree and the sum of interior angle of heptagon is 900 degree. Octagon. Octagon have 8 sides and also have 8 vertex. The interior angle of octagon is 135 degree and the sum of interior angle of octagon is 1080 degree. Thanking you and have a nice day.
So that was school code G.
Now, I would request our judge for science to come up to the stage. Our principal ma'am will honor our judge for science, Mr. Suresh Patel, with shawl. With Nariyal. And memento.
Mathematics exhibition not only improve gifted children, but also help in bringing desired changes in average and slow learners. For those who lost interest in mathematics due to its abstract nature, mathematics exhibition can change their attitude after understanding the concept in a concrete manner. With this, presenting to you the school code L.
Jai Gurudev, myself Maitri of class 8 from Prayagraj region. I am representing MVM code L. I had made a math model on the topic the tracing of angles of uncommon measurements such as 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and so on. But firstly, without starting in the details of my model, I would like to tell you something about math modeling. Mathematics is essentially a self-contained system. Mathematical objects may be best described as abstract apart. On the other hand, fundamental mathematical ideas are closely related with the real world, and their study also involves empirical concepts. Mathematical modeling problems encountered in many disciplines are discussed in the terms of modeling and the applications of modeling. The tracing of angles such as 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and so on is our inquiry-based approach for knowing about the simple notions of geometry, especially for knowing about the angles, in which a concept of equality, differences, and terms is also introduced. Since this kind of manual construction integrates our theoretical knowledge and fulfills our hunger regarding knowing about angles and speaking over the applications of angles. Though nowadays there are different types of scientific calculators that are to be used frequently to measure some magnitudes of uncommon angles. But in our inquiry, we had investigated that these uncommon angles cannot be traced properly with a scientific calculator. Our model will be helpful for tracing the angles properly. Firstly, I would like to tell you about the simple angles which are made from the protector. First is acute angle, which is of measure 0 to 90 degree, and we can see an acute angle in watermelon size. Then again, acute angle, its example is a diverging road. Then acute angle, ice cream cone is also an example of acute angle. Right angle whose measurement is 90 degree, we can see that in a door, in a rectangular door. And obtuse angle can be seen in a windmill, and reflex angle can be seen in a wall clock. Then I would like to come in our main topic for knowing how to trace some unusual angles like 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, etc. with the compass and ruler. Firstly, we should draw a semicircle of radius 12 centimeters as diameter in centimeter. Then we should take B as a center and make an arc of 6 centimeters which falls on semicircle at C. Then we join O to C, it will become a triangle. Then we divide BC in BC as center, we mark as BC is equal to 6 centimeter. Then we will divide them into 60 parts because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Then 6 centimeter will be 60 millimeter. Here DOB is equal to 1 degree and EOB is equal to 2 degree. Then in this manner we can draw any angle like 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree and any uncommon angle by using compass and ruler. Thank you, Jai Gurudev.
Great explanation by School Code L. These exhibitions make students creative. It increases their thirst for knowledge and drives away their boredom and monotony. With this, I would like to present to you School Code M.
Jai Gurudev everyone, myself Niyati Singh is standing here to present my junior maths model which is based on triangle and its properties. First of all, we need to know what is a triangle. A triangle is a closed two-dimensional shape which comprises of three sides, angles and vertices. Now I would like to explain you about the properties of triangle. First property is the angle sum property. It states that the sum of all interior angles of triangle is always 180 degrees. Now let us consider this is a triangle. Here as we can see this is a straight line forming 180 degrees and also the sum of all angles on this line is 180 degrees. Now let's consider this line as transversal. Then this angle is equal to this angle made over here because of alternate interior angle. Now again if we consider this line as transversal, then this angle is equal to this angle made over here. Hence, the sum of all interior angles of this triangle is 180 degrees. Now, I would like to relate this property with MCDE principle. Here, as we can see that the sum of all interior angles of triangle is 180 degrees. This 180 degrees is the sum total of each angle of triangle considered as the parts of the triangle. So, wholeness is contained in every part. Second property, that is exterior angle property. It states that the sum of two opposite interior angles of a triangle is equal to the exterior angle of a triangle. Here, if we extend the line from any vertex, the exterior angle formed found by this side is equal to the sum of two opposed interior angles of a triangle. Now relating this property with another MCVE principle. Here, as we can see that the exterior angle is depending on the sum of two opposed interior angles. So outer is depending on inner. Now, I would like to show you the last property of a triangle, which states that the sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third one. So, let's understand this with the help of a model by three different conditions. Here, as we can see that the sum of two sides of a triangle is less than the third side, then no triangle is formed. Now, we will take the sum of two sides of a triangle, which is equal to the third side. Then also no triangle is formed. In other words, it specifies that the shortest distance between two distinct points is always a straight line and will not form a triangle. At last, here we will take the sum of two sides of a triangle, which is greater than the third one. Then triangle is formed. So we can conclude that the sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third one. At last, relating this property with other MCVE principle, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Thank you, Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
So that was school code M. Now, the mathematics exhibition acts as an avenue where young students are exposed to mathematics and are given opportunities to appease their inquisitive nature, as well as to enhance their skills and knowledge about maths and its various functions. With this, for exhibition maths, senior section presenting school code G.
Good day, everyone. I am Vaibhav, student of class 10 from Maharishi Vidya Mandir. Here I am stand to describe my model, which is working model, which is on applications of trigonometry. So what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is the study of relationships between angles, lengths, and height of right triangle. And what is the use of trigonometry in real life? Trigonometry is used in various fields like marine engineering, flight engineering, navigation systems, and much more. In applications of trigonometry, there are three concepts are used: angle of elevation, angle of depression, and horizontal level or line of sight. In this model, there are three examples where we apply the methods of trigonometry. First, this is a building. Let us consider the height of the building is AB and the base is 40 centimeter. And here the angle of elevation is 45 degree and the value of tan 45 degree is 1. That means the height of the building is 40 centimeter. And the angle of elevation is 3 is the 30 degree. And the value of tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3. And the base is 46 centimeter. So the height of the tree is 26.5 centimeter. And the last one, the height of the tower is AB and the base is 23 centimeter. And the top of the tower is 60 degree. The value of tan 60 degree is root 3. That means the height of the tower is 39.7 centimeter. So we conclude that without trigonometry, life would be much more difficult. Without going through any trouble, we can easily find the height and distance. So this was a good invention by Archimedes, and I was thankful to him for this invention. Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
So that was school code G. Students always want to create something. It is quite natural. When they get a chance for creation, definitely it exercises a profound impact on their overall learning. With this, presenting school code L.
Jai Gurudev. I'm from Maharishi Vidya Mandir School code L. Energy conservation can enlighten more various appliances with the power of school. Here, I'm going to tell you something really interesting about math, relations, and function, which plays a very crucial role in mathematical calculus. If I say that you can light 6 bulbs with a power of 5, would you believe? Yes, this is possible. Presenting you types of functions. Our first function is injective. If we switch on the light circuit, you can see that here 1 is related to E, 2 is related to A. But what about the C? It is acquiring the energy from the energy dissociated in the form of heat by the circuit of these 4 bulbs. It is also have many daily life examples where you see injective type of functions. Number 1 is human and their fingerprints. Every human in the world has its unique fingerprints. You do not find anyone which has 2 fingerprints same. Also, you say in various vehicles have different chassis number. If you find in your computer about different type of vehicles, by just entering that chassis number, you find all the details related to it. So this is the function which provide a new technology to the world by reducing the energy and providing more light. Our next function is surjective. Surjective in mathematical language is a function in which every element of B is associated to any element in set A. It is also known as onto function. If you switch on the circuit, you can see here that 1 is related to A, 2 is related to A, and 3 is related to B. This is the modern day technology where you see that a single switch can also light in 2 strands. Here, a switch can connect 2 appliances by a single switch. It also has many daily life examples. Number 1 is every fan is not just connected to a switch. You can also connect 2 lights with the switch. This is the technology that we are using. Now I'm going to tell you the old way technology, that is the parallel connection you use in your home, the bijective function. It is a combination of both injective and surjective function in which every element of 2 different sets is related to each other uniquely. It also has many daily life examples. That every day you see that a single switch connects to a single fan. This is the old age technology. But if you connect all the appliances by just this circuit, injective one, you will get less energy loss and more light consumption. And if you connect this one, you will get more lights with less power of some appliances. According to the International Global Warming Policy Foundation, that we are giving more energy to less amount of bulb, that results the dissociation of energy in the form of heat. Now, according to our model, we will convert this heat energy into a huge light energy and save a lot of energy and makes India more lighted, but with the use of less energy. Now, with our Maharishi, if we connect one of these C16 principle, outer depends on inner, which mainly focuses that the energy, that the beautiful colors that you see in the bulb is not because of the bulb combination of the glasses in it. It is only because of the combination that you are in your house. This is all the way that you can create more and more and more beneficial for your upcoming generation. So be a part of this drastic change and help us to introduce different types of injective functions in your home and to reduce energy, and also help many people from global warming and many houses to getting safe.
Great explanation by School Code L. Generally, students get afraid of many mathematical problems. They either avoid those or just learn by rote. Mathematics is the mother of all sciences, but learners show no creativity and don't get much interest because the ways of delivery don't retain any interactive and participatory method. These exhibition makes the student really creative and they have the practical knowledge to learn what they read. With this, presenting to you the school code M.
Jai Gurudev everyone, myself Ritam Tiwari standing here to represent my senior maths model which is based on conic sections. First of all, what is a conic section? Conic sections are the curve obtained as the intersection of surface of a cone and a plane. Now, let us see how actually a cone is formed and different sections are obtained. First of all, consider this straight line which intersects this vertical line about a fixed point. Here, this straight line is called the generator and this vertical line is called the axis of the cone. The angle between the generator and the axis is called the vertex angle. Now, if we rotate this straight line about the fixed point, then the surface obtained is a double right circular cone. It consists of 2 naps, upper nap and the lower nap. Now, if we insert a plane intersecting the double right circular cone, we will get different types of 2-dimensional curve depending on the angle made by the plane and the vertical axis. Now, if the plane intersects the vertical axis at right angle, then the section obtained is a circle with equation x square upon x square plus y square is equal to r square. Now, if we slightly rotate this plane, then the section obtained is an ellipse with equation x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. Now, if we rotate this plane more, then the section obtained is a parabola with equation x square is equal to 4ay. If we rotate this plane extremely, then it will intersect both the nap and the section obtained is a hyperbola with equation x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. So here with this model, we see how actually a cone is formed and different conic sections are obtained. Now I would like to correlate my model with MCBE principles. Since here we see the order of formation of the conic sections, we can say that order is present everywhere. And the second principle that is applicable with this model is thought leads to action, action leads to achievement, and achievement leads to fulfillment. Thank you. Jai Gurudev, Jai Maharishi.
Amazing model by School Code M.
रामचरितमानस गोस्वामी तुलसीदास द्वारा रचित, जो अपने आप में ही एक अद्भुत और विशाल ग्रंथ है। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र जी ने संपूर्ण मानव जाति को मर्यादा में रहकर कार्य करने की प्रेरणा दी है, जो अत्यंत अनुकरणीय है। उनकी प्रेरणा सूत्र पर चलने से हम कष्टित तो जरूर होते हैं, किंतु जो मूलभूत सुख है वो अंततः अवश्य प्राप्त होता है। इसी प्रस्तुति के साथ मैं सबसे पहले बुलाना चाहूंगा कोड संख्या, विद्यालय कोड संख्या ओ को।
करम प्रणाम जोड़ी जुहारी, सिया राम है सब जग जानी। करम प्रणाम जोड़ी जुहारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। प्रभु सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। प्रभु सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी, वीर गणाधिपति संहारी। रघुनाथ मम संकट हारी, दीन दयाल विरधु संहारी। रघुनाथ मम संकट हारी, सीता राम चरण रति मोरे। अनुदिन बढ़ाऊ अनुग्रह दोरे, सीता राम चरण रति मोरे। अनुदिन बढ़ाऊ अनुग्रह दोरे, सन्मुख होई जीव मोहि जगति। जन्म कोटि अविनाशन प्रगति, सन्मुख होई जीव जगति। जन्म कोटि अविनाशन प्रगति, अब प्रभु कृपा करो भाती। सब तजि भजन करहु दिन राति। अब प्रभु कृपा करहु भाती। सब तजि भजन करहु दिन राति। मंगल मूर्ति मारुति नंदन, सकल अमंगल मूर्ति कंदन। मंगल मूर्ति मारुति नंदन, सकल अमंगल मूर्ति कंदन। होहि विवेक ब्रह्मांड, तब रघुनाथ चरण अनुराग। तब रघुनाथ चरण अनुराग। तब रघुनाथ चरण अनुराग।
शानदार प्रस्तुति। श्री राम जी कहते हैं, ममता में फंसे हुए व्यक्ति से कभी भी ज्ञान की बात ना करें। वह कभी भी सत्य और असत्य में भेद नहीं कर पाता है। ममता के कारण वह खुद और दूसरों का भी नुकसान कर बैठता है। इसी तरह अति लोभी व्यक्ति के सक्षम त्याग या वैराग्य की महिमा का वर्णन करना व्यर्थ है। इसी के साथ हम अगली प्रस्तुति बुलाना चाहेंगे विद्यालय कोड संख्या F को।
Good
शानदार प्रस्तुति। एक संपूर्ण व्यवहारिक जीवन दर्शन को समेटे हुए ग्रंथ के रूप में गोस्वामी तुलसीदास द्वारा रचित श्री रामचरितमानस पर जितनी भी चर्चा, आलोचना, समालोचना और समीक्षा हुई है उतनी शायद किसी भी अन्य लिपिबद्ध ग्रंथ पर की गई होगी। और हो भी क्यों ना, ऐसा और कौन सा ग्रंथ है जिसने हम सांसारिक जीवन के व्यक्तिगत, पारिवारिक, सामाजिक और राजनैतिक जीवन के विभिन्न अंगों को इतने मर्मस्पर्शी एवं स्पर्श ढंग से छुआ हो। इसी के साथ हम अपने अगले प्रतिभागी कोड एल को बुलाना चाहेंगे।
भारत के सकल जनमानस के मानस पटल पर निरंतर जायमान गोस्वामी तुलसीदास द्वारा रचित महाकाव्य श्री रामचरितमानस के सुंदरकांड की मनोरम पंक्तियों को अपनी मधुर वाणी के द्वारा प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं महर्षि विद्या मंदिर कोड नंबर एल के छात्र यशवर्धन शाह और सिद्धांत अग्निहोत्री।
श्री गणेशाय नमः।
महर्षि जी के कथन के अनुसार धरती पर स्वर्ग का अवतरण होगा, राम राज्य की स्थापना होगी। गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी द्वारा रचित परम पावन लोक कल्याण हेतु रामचरितमानस राम राज्य को साकार करते हुए प्रस्तुत है आपके समक्ष रामचरितमानस की कुछ अनंत चौपाइयां।
अतुलित बल धामं हेम शैलावतेहं धनुज वन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामाग्रगण्यं सकल गुण निधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं पादजातं नमामि। जामवंत के वचन सुहाए, सुनि हनुमंत हृदय दिभाए। तब लगी मोहि पढ़ि केहु तुम भाई, सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाई। जब लगी आवहु सीतहि देखी, होई है काजू मोहि हर्ष विशेषी। जा कहि नाई सबहि गौ माथा, चले हर्षि धरि रघुनाथा। सिंधु तीर एक भूधर सुंदर, कौतुक कूदि चढ़े ऊपर। बार बार रघुवीर समारी, तरदेव पवन तनय बलवारी। जहि गिरि चरण देई हनुमंता, चले सुगा पाताल तुरंता। जिमि अमोघ रघुपति करबाना, एहि भांति चले हनुमाना। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ जय निधि रघुपति दूत विचारी, तय मैं नाग होए श्रमहारी। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। हनुमान देहि बरसा, कर गुण कीन प्रणाम। राम काज कीन्हे बिनु, मोहे कहाँ विश्राम। ओ रामा मोहे कहाँ विश्राम। कनक कोट विचित्र मणिकृत सुंदरायतना गण, चौहट हट सुबट दीति चारु पुर बहु विधि चर जूत अति बल सेन बरनत नहीं बनै।
मनमोहक प्रस्तुति। श्री रामचरितमानस में निरूपित जीवन व्यवस्था एक आदर्श समाज और आदर्श राज्य की कोरी कल्पना मात्र न होकर पूर्णतः अनुभवगम्य और व्यवहारिक है। इस ग्रंथ के माध्यम से गोस्वामी जी ने परस्पर स्नेह सम्मान के साथ कर्तव्य परायणता के माध्यम से न केवल जीवन को समृद्ध सुखी बनाने में असंख्य अप्रतिम योगदान दिया है, वरन मानस के पात्रों के माध्यम से ढेरों सामाजिक कुरीतियों के उन्मूलन में अभूतपूर्व कार्य किया है। इसी के साथ हम अपने अगले प्रतिभागी को बुलाना चाहेंगे। कोड संख्या जी।
जानी कठिन शिव चाप बिसूरती चली राखी श्यामल मूरति। प्रभु जब जात जानकी जानी सुख स्नेह सौभाग्य निधानी। परम प्रेममय मृदुमस कीन्ही चारु चित भीति लिख लीन्ही। गई भवानी भवन बहोरी बंदी चरण बोली कर जोरी। जय जय गिरिवर राज किशोरी जय महेश मुख चंद चकोरी। जय गज बदन चरानन माता जगत जननी दामिनी दुति गाता। नहीं तब आदि मध्य अवसाना अमित प्रभाव वेद नहीं जाना। भव भव विभव पराभव कारिणी विश्व विमोहनी सवस विहारिणी। पति देवता सुते महु मातु प्रथम तव रेख। महिमा अमित न सकहि कहि साहस शारदा से। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय सेवत तो ही सुलभ फल चारी। वरदायनी पुरारी प्यारी। देवी पूज्य पद कमल तुम्हारे सुर नर मुनि सब होई सुखारे। मोर मनोरथ जानहु नीके बसहु सदा उरपुर सबही के। किन्हु प्रगट न कारण तेहि अस कहि चरण गहे बैदेहि। विनय प्रेम बस भई भवानी खसी माल मूरति मुस्कानी। सादर सिए प्रसाद सिर धरऊ बोली गौरी हरस हिय भरऊ। सुनि सिय सत्य शीस हमारी पूजहि मन कामना तुम्हारी। नारद वचन सदा सुचि साचा सो बर मिलहि जाहि मनु राजा। मनु जाहि राज उमिलहि सो बरु सहज सुंदर सावरो। करुणा निधान सुजान शील स्नेह जानत रावरो। एहि भांति गौरी असीस सुनि सिय सहित हिय हर्षियहि तुलसी भवा। पुनि पुनि मुदित मन मंदिर चली, मुदित मन मंदिर चली। जारी गौरी अनुकूल सिया, ये हर सुना जाए कहीं, मंजुल मंगल मूल बाम, अंग पर गन लगे, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
मनमोहक प्रस्तुति। वेद व्यास द्वारा रचित 18 पुराणों में महाभारत सबसे विशाल एवं महान पुराण है। इसी पुराण के भीष्म पर्व का एक अंग है जो श्रीमद् भगवत गीता के नाम से जाना जाता है। भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को जो भी उपदेश दिया है वही श्रीमद् भगवत गीता के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है। यह सभी ग्रंथों का सार है क्योंकि भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने इसके प्रत्येक श्लोक को स्वयं अपने मुख से बोला है। इसी के साथ हम अपने प्रथम प्रतिभागी को बुलाना चाहेंगे, विद्यालय कोड संख्या आई को।
सम्मानीय जना सबे नमो नमः। मम नाम मम नाम श्रेया मिश्रा। आवाम अष्टम कक्षायां पठावा। आवाम विद्यालय नाम महर्षि विद्या मंदिर गोंडा। अद्य आवाम भक्ता समक्षे महाकवि व्यास के श्रीमद् भगवद गीतायां श्लोकां वदामि। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां। धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि, नैनं दहति पावकः। नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि, नैनं दहति पावकः। नाचैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो, नाशोषयति मारुतः। हतो वा प्राप्यसि स्वर्गं, जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्। हतो वा प्राप्यसि स्वर्गं, जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्। तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय, युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः। या एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं, यस्येनं मन्यते हतम्। या एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं, यस्येनं मन्यते हतम्। उभतो न विजानीतो, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते। सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज। सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज। अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय, नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय, नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि। तथा शरीराणि विहाय, जीर्णानि संयाति नवानि देहि। यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो, यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः। यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो, यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः। तत्र श्रीविजयो भूति,
ध्रुवानीतिर्मतेर्मम् भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं व्रच भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं व्रच यते अहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया अहं सर्वस्य या प्रभो मता सर्वपरिवर्तते अहं सर्वस्य या प्रभो मता सर्वपरिवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भावसमन्विता एतां विभूति योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः एतां विभूति योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सो विकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुः मा ते संगो अस्तु कर्मणि यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। धन्यवाद।
मनमोहक प्रस्तुति। श्री कृष्ण जी कहते हैं कि हे पार्थ, जब तुम्हारा मन कर्मों के फलों से प्रभावित हुए बिना और वेदों के ज्ञान से विचलित हुए बिना आत्म साक्षात्कार की समाधि में स्थिर हो जाएगा, तब तुम्हें दिव्य चेतना की प्राप्ति होगी। इसी के साथ हम अपने अगले प्रतिभागी को बुलाना चाहेंगे, विद्यालय कोड संख्या Q को।
Jai Guru, my name is Chavi Singh. I study in class 7 and I am going to recite shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Jai Guru, my name is Antika Verma. I am studying in class 7. I am also recite of Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। नैनं छिन्द्यन्ति शास्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकं नाचैनं कलेभ्यन्ताडो नाशोष्यति मारुता।
मनमोहक प्रस्तुति। श्री कृष्ण जी कहते हैं कि जब कोई मानव समस्त इंद्रियों की कामनाओं को त्याग कर उन पर विजय प्राप्त कर लेता है, जब इस तरह विशुद्ध होकर मनुष्य का मन आत्मा से संतोष की प्राप्ति कर लेता है, तब उसे विशुद्ध दिव्य चेतना की प्राप्ति हो जाती है। इसी के साथ हम अपने प्रतिभागी विद्यालय कोड संख्या ओ को बुलाना चाहेंगे।
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः सांख्ययोगः। संजय उवाच तं तथा कृपयावेष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणं विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदना। श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकशमलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यदुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरम् अर्जुन क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयि उपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वा तिष्ठ परन्तप। अर्जुन उवाच कथं भीष्ममहं सङ्ख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदन इषुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजारहो हरिसूदन। गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं वैश्यमपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामान् सुगुरून् एव पुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान् नाचैतद्विद्मः कुतरन्नो वर्यो यद्वा जयेम्यदि वा नु जयेयुः। यानेव हत्वा रजिजीविषामः देव स्थिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्रा कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावा प्रेक्षामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यत् श्रेयस्याधिष्ठितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शेष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमान् त्वां प्रपन्नम् नाहि प्रपश्यामि ममापनोद्यात् शोकामुच्छोषरम् इन्द्रियाणाम् आवाप्य भूमावस्पत्नमृद्धम् राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्। सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा ऋषिकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप नायोतस्येति गोविन्द उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः। तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयो उभयो मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचा। श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोच्याननुशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासून गतासून च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिता न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदा आगमापायिनो नित्याः तांस्ति तितिक्षस्व भारत यं हीना व्यथयन्ते ते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभा समदुःख सुखं धीरं स्वमृतत्वाय कल्पते।
So this was a beautiful presentation of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We have maths judge for maths model, Mr. Gaurish Sharma, MSc Maths from a reputed institution of the city in our presence today. Welcome you, sir. The head boy will offer tika to Mr. Gaurish Sharma. And badge. I request our guest, judge for mass model, Mr. Gauri Sharma, to come up to the stage. I request our principal ma'am to come up to the stage. Our Honorable Principal Ma'am will honor Mr. Gauri Sharma with shawl. अच्छा अच्छा and Nariel and memento. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now we carry on with the next program of yoga asanas.
योगासन दो शब्दों से मिलकर बना है, योग धन आसन। योगासन का अर्थ है योग में स्थिर होकर बैठने का आधार। इसके अंतर्गत यम नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, ध्यान एवं समाधि आदि योग के अंतर्गत आते हैं। इसीलिए जगत पिता भगवान श्री कृष्ण को योग के स्वामी कहा जाता है। हम आपको बताना चाहेंगे कि योग शारीरिक, मानसिक एवं बौद्धिक स्तर पर सुदृढ़ करता हुआ हमें मोक्ष प्रदान करने का केंद्र बिंदु है। इसी के साथ मैं अपने प्रथम प्रतिभागी को बुलाना चाहूंगा, विद्यालय कोड संख्या एल को।
निरोध एवं योगा। योग मनुष्य की चेतना में व्याप्त दुर्बलता को समाप्त करके जीवन में नई शक्ति, नई ऊर्जा, नया प्रकाश और नया विश्वास पैदा करता है। महर्षि विद्या मंदिर स्कूल को एल के प्रतिभागी सूर्य नमस्कार की प्रस्तुति, जो सरल श्रेणी के 3 योग है, उसमें सूर्य नमस्कार की प्रस्तुति आपके समक्ष कर रहे हैं। सर्व श्रेणी के इस योग की श्रृंखला में दूसरा आसन है पाद संचालन। सर्व श्रेणी के आसनों में प्रस्तुत है पवन मुक्तासन। मध्यम श्रेणी के आसन के लिए आपके समक्ष प्रतिभागी प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं सर्वांगासन। आसनों के इस क्रम में प्रस्तुत है हलासन। इस क्रम में प्रस्तुत है ऊर्ध्वासन। कठिन श्रेणी के आसनों की प्रस्तुति प्रतिभागी कर रहे हैं मेरुदंड आसन। अगला आसन आपके मन है आकर्ण धनुरासन। कठिन श्रेणी की आसनों में अगला आसन आपके लिए प्रस्तुत है विस्तृत पाद भू नमन आसन। अगला आसन आपके मध्य चक्रासन।
बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन। गीता में योग के बारे में बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण बात बताई गई है। गीता में यह लिखा है कि जो व्यक्ति योगा को प्राप्त कर लेता है वह व्यक्ति स्वयं के मन के साथ और दिमाग को इसी के साथ अपनी इच्छाओं को स्वतंत्र कर लेता है और अपनी इच्छाओं को खत्म कर देता है। इसी के साथ हम अगली प्रस्तुति बुलाना चाहेंगे विद्यालय कोड संख्या F को। मनमोहक प्रदर्शन। योग केवल एक शारीरिक व्यायाम नहीं है जहां आप सबसे जटिल तरीकों से मुड़ते मुड़ते खिंचाव करते हैं और सांस लेते हैं। यह वास्तव में मानव मन और आत्मा के अनंत संभावनाओं को प्रकट करने के इस गहन विज्ञान का केवल सबसे सतही पहलू है। इसी के साथ हम अपने अगले प्रतिभागी विद्यालय कोड संख्या 8 को बुलाना चाहेंगे। शानदार प्रदर्शन। हम सर्वे भवन सुखिनः सर्वे संतु निरामया की भावना से योग के माध्यम से एक स्वस्थ और शांतिपूर्ण दुनिया को गति देंगे। इसी भावना के साथ मैं अपने अगले प्रतिभागी को बुलाना चाहूंगा, विद्यालय कोड संख्या जे को।
सूर्य नमस्कार। पाद संचालन, पवन मुक्तासन, सर्वांगासन, हलासन, उष्ट्रासन, दंडासन, आकर्ण धनुरासन, विस्तृत पाद भू नमनासन, चक्रासन, जय गुरुदेव।
शानदार प्रस्तुति। यौगिक फ्लाइंग एक ऐसी क्रिया है जिसको करने के लिए आपको हठ योग की विद्या प्राप्त करनी होती है। हठ योग में बहुत सारी ऐसी मुद्राएं हैं जिनको अगर आप सीख लें और अभ्यास करें तो आप यौगिक फ्लाइंग जैसी क्रियाएं कर सकते हैं। जैसे ही वह मुद्राएं सिद्ध होती हैं वैसे ही आपको वह अलौकिक शक्तियां और ऊर्जा प्राप्त होती है जिसकी मदद से आप यौगिक फ्लाइंग कर सकते हैं।
We have another judge for mass model exhibition, Shri Vishwakant Mobar Saxena sir, MSc B.Ed from Army Public School, Prayagraj, honored by CBSE for academic contribution. Welcome you, sir. Now I request you to come up to the stage. I request our principal ma'am to come up to the stage. I request our principal ma'am to honor Mr. Vishwakant Mobar Saxena ji with shawl. With Naril and memento. Welcome you, sir, once again. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now we carry on with our next program. That is yogic flying.
हमारे अगले प्रतिभागी विद्यालय कोड संख्या जे के हैं।
नहीं हम अच्छा लगा।
This was the program by School Code J presenting yogic flying. With this, we come to an end of today's program. Tomorrow we start with day 2 at 9:45 a.m. Jai Gurudev to all of you. Jai Maharishi.